If you've ever found yourself yearning for a dose of classic family TV, Father Knows Best might just be your cup of tea. First hitting the screens in 1954, this series quickly became a household favorite. Whether it was the fatherly wisdom of Robert Young or the charming antics of the Anderson family, there's something timeless about the show that keeps viewers hooked. Ever wonder about the first time you tuned in to watch this gem? Or perhaps you had a soft spot for a classic Hollywood actor in the series. Who is your favorite? Well, get ready for a roller coaster of funny, shocking, and even sad facts as we delve into the world of Father Knows Best. Stick around, it's bound to be a journey worth taking. Now, let's shift gears a bit. What's your most cherished memory or personal experience related to the show? We'd love to hear your stories and reflections in the comments below. Share the nostalgia, the laughter, and the tears that Father Knows Best brought into your life. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into this classic series, and don't forget to tell us your tale. After all, what's a good story without someone to share it with? Regarded as one of the classic 1950s sitcoms, Father Knows Best has been described as cloying and sentimental by some critics. The show's storylines often lean towards the obvious, creating a sitcom world that some find challenging to relate to. Despite the portrayal of an idealized family life on screen, the personal lives of the cast members were far from the wholesome image presented. While Jane Wyatt managed to maintain a more private personal life, other cast members faced significant challenges. Robert Young struggled with alcoholism, Eleanor Donahue experienced an unhappy teen marriage, Lauren Chapin had a troubled childhood that went unnoticed by the cast and crew, and Billy Gray developed substance abuse issues. Critics point out that the show's attempt to depict an idealized family may not have accurately reflected the realities of average families in the 1950s. Other sitcoms like Ozzie and Harriet and Leave It to Beaver are considered by some to offer more authentic portrayals of family life during that era. Father Knows Best has faced criticism for reinforcing passive-aggressive roles for women and portraying fathers in a somewhat nitwit role. In contrast, shows like Ozzie and Harriet were praised for being based on real-life experiences with a warmth that resonated with audiences. Similarly, Leave It to Beaver attempted to capture a child's perspective on family life, though some argue that it fell into tired scripts in its later years. The criticism extends to the perceived unrealistic nature of the show, as average families in the 1950s were likely dealing with issues such as abuse, infidelity, teen pregnancy, and substance abuse. The discrepancy between the on-screen ideal and the realities of the time has led some to question the enduring appeal and role model status assigned to the show's characters. In conclusion, Father Knows Best is a classic sitcom that, while celebrated by some, faces scrutiny for its idealized portrayal of family life in the 1950s. The disconnect between on-screen depictions and the personal challenges of the cast members has contributed to a more critical evaluation of the show's legacy. Featuring a notable ensemble cast, Father Knows Best introduced audiences to future TV dads like Herbert Anderson, Robert Reed, Dick York, and William Shallert. In a notable episode, York and Shallert shared the screen, adding to the series' roster of familiar faces. The show's setting strongly suggests Springfield, Illinois, with references to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, A New Girl from Chicago, and an episode where Bud's homing pigeon is released in Rockford, all locations in proximity to Springfield. This geographical context subtly enriches the narrative backdrop. Originating on radio in 1949, the transition to television was led by producer Eugene B. Rodney and star Robert Young. The series enjoyed a 6-year run, initially airing on NBC and later on CBS. The show's popularity led to reruns on both CBS and ABC, extending its reach until 1967. Despite its acclaim, Father Knows Best has faced critique. While praised as a classic 1950s sitcom, some critics find its portrayal of an idealized family life somewhat disconnected from the realities of the era. The personal challenges faced by the cast members, including Robert Young's battle with alcoholism, Eleanor Donahue's troubled teenage marriage, Lauren Chapin's unnoticed childhood struggles, and Billy Gray's substance abuse, highlight the gap between on-screen perfection and off-screen complexities. Critics argue that shows like Ozzie and Harriet and Leave It to Beaver present more authentic depictions of 1950s family life. Father Knows Best, in contrast, has been criticized for perpetuating passive-aggressive gender roles and portraying fathers in somewhat nitwit roles. In conclusion, the celebrated show faces scrutiny for its idealized portrayal of family life in the 1950s. The disconnect between on-screen depictions and the personal challenges of the cast members has contributed to a more critical evaluation of its legacy, questioning its appeal and role model status. Billy Gray, one of the actors from the series, expressed concern about how Father Knows Best might have negatively influenced societal perceptions. He believed the show presented unrealistic scenarios, leading to a distorted view of life. Gray emphasized that the dialogue, situations, and characters were all falsely portrayed. According to him, the series contributed to contemporary problems between men and women, as it often depicted girls using manipulative tactics to attract men. Gray acknowledged the good intentions behind the show, but regretted its deceptive model, which revolved around concealing the truth for various reasons. The setting of the series in the town of Springfield added an interesting layer to the narrative. While the state was never explicitly mentioned, references to Altoona, a real city in Pennsylvania, left viewers speculating about the show's location. Notably, Iowa also has a city named Altoona, further fueling the mystery surrounding the fictional Springfield's whereabouts. A significant historical moment intersected with the show when, on November 22, 1963, news of John F. Kennedy's assassination interrupted a rerun. New Yorkers watching WABC TV witnessed the breaking news, leading to the abrupt displacement of the scheduled episode. This unexpected event highlighted the show's role in television during crucial moments in history. In summary, Billy Gray's critical perspective on the show's influence, the ambiguous setting of Springfield, and the series' interruption during a pivotal historical event contribute to a layered understanding of Father Knows Best. The show's unintended connection to significant historical events makes it a subject of thoughtful reflection. Jim Anderson, the central figure in Father Knows Best, earned recognition by securing the 6th spot in TV Guide's 50 Greatest TV Dads of All Time. This accolade highlights the lasting influence of his character, portrayed by Robert Young. The series, known for depicting an idealized family life, took a festive turn in the Father Knows Best reunion and Father Knows Best Home for Christmas. Notably, in these specials, Kyle Richards, now known from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, played the role of Ellen, one of Betty's young daughters. A noteworthy detail in the series lies in the transition from radio to television. Jane Wyatt's Margaret Anderson, originally voiced by June Whitley Taylor on radio, later found expression through Jean Vanderpill. Similarly, Eleanor Donahue's Betty had a vocal evolution from Rhoda Williams to its eventual manifestation by Norma Jean Nilsson. The radio cast, including talents like Eleanor Audley, Herb Vigran, and Sam Edwards, contributed to the show's early narrative. Father Knows Best, starting on radio in 1949, smoothly transitioned to television under the guidance of producer Eugene B. Rodney and the lead, Robert Young. The geographical hints in the show, suggesting Springfield, Illinois, with occasional references to Milwaukee and Rockford, enriched the narrative backdrop. This setting played a significant role in the storytelling, providing a nuanced context for the Anderson family's experiences. In a historical twist, the series intersected with a pivotal moment on November 22, 1963, when news of John F. Kennedy's assassination disrupted a rerun. This unexpected event emphasizes the show's role as a part of television history during critical moments. Billy Gray, reflecting on the show's influence, expressed concerns about its potential to distort societal perceptions. He believed the scenarios, dialogue, and characters presented were far from reality, contributing to misunderstandings between men and women. Gray's critical perspective adds thoughtful reflection to the show's legacy. In summary, Father Knows Best, celebrated for portraying an idealized family, faced scrutiny for potential societal impact. Insights into cast changes, geographical context, and the series' inadvertent connection to historical events contribute to a straightforward understanding of this classic TV series.